You're in a relationship and sometimes you just struggle with the words to bring up some tension and you don't know how to start it. So you put it off and you put it off and you put it off. Finally, you bury it, right? And you just go on like nothing's wrong at all. I kind of feel like that's what we got going on in this situation here. Our Bert Show listener, Kara, hasn't been real happy with her boyfriend now for a while. And she even admits in her email, look, I haven't been 100% honest with him. And this may be coming out of nowhere, but I'm so over my boyfriend. So over him. He has really changed into a different dude. I want to break up with him. I just don't know the words to use. And she hit us up and she's like, Kristen, I know you can help me with this. Please help me with the words.
And I did. Short but sweet and to the point. And there was one line in her email to us that I globbed onto.
Globbed onto.
I did.
Okay.
I globbed onto it and made that my point. And it was, Dear Chuck, I've listened to you and have finally accepted that you are right. You've told me time and time again that this is who you are and you aren't changing for anyone. And you're right. You are who you are and you have no intention of changing for anyone. I accept and respect your stance, which means I can no longer be with you. I value the years we spent together, but it's time to move on. I'm not happy. And if you aren't willing to change, then I have to change the situation by leaving. I don't want to fight anymore. I need peace and joy, and this relationship no longer gives me those feelings. It's over. I hope you find someone who loves you as you are.
Okay. Now, as I'm rereading her initial email, some of the things that are standing out to me, they've been with each other 3 years, since high school. Now he's a complete narcissist. They're no longer compatible. He's super controlling, tells her what to wear and what she can't wear, gets really jealous when she talks to any dude at all. And she's just over it. She just realizes this is not the guy I fell in love with, right?
Never got her flowers, not once, even though she's much of a flower girl. And she's like, I'm just scared and uncomfortable and annoyed all the time. And when they fight, they both yell really bad things at each other.
Yeah, their fights have gotten very toxic. But in the middle of this, she goes, yes, we've talked about this, and he's told me many times that he is who he is, and he's not changing for anyone. So instead of doing a laundry list of everything he's done wrong, which can put somebody on the defensive, I was like, all right, he said he's not going to change. Easy peasy.
Okay, you're not going to change. I'm probably not going to change. And you were nice. And how did it end?
It ended with, it's over. I hope you find someone who loves you as you are.
Okay. Davi, I wrote one. You wrote one. Mine's not super long.
Okay.
You want to go first?
I wish you didn't read Kristen's again.
You want me to be the buffer? I can read mine and then we can go into yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be a
you
buffer.
be the buffer. Unless yours is really nice, too, because mine's mean.
Well, we all interpret art differently.
Okay.
Now, don't we? I'm so glad you took the high road.
Yeah.
Dear Chuck, you and I have shared a lifetime of memories that I will never forget. People evolve, and that's natural. Unfortunately, you have evolved into a real giant dirty douchebag. A douchebag I don't want to spend any or another second with. Your face pisses me off.
Ooh.
I hate when you blink and when you breathe and stuff. When any relationship deteriorates, I think both people should share some responsibility. Except in our relationship. You are 100% the problem. Besides being stubborn, controlling, negative, and narcissistic, you probably have many fine qualities buried way deep inside you I haven't seen in a very long time. I genuinely have loved you, but wow, I don't like you. Life is short. We could get hit by a bus tomorrow, and it could all be over. If this happens to you, I might actually be the driver of the bus.
Yes.
Yes. So before you die and I commit murder, it is time for us to break up. I know this might be kind of shocking, and because you're so narcissistic, you might not understand what I'm saying. So I've put this 10-song playlist together.
Oh, wow.
So you'll better understand where I stand, leaving no confusion. Song 1 through 10 is Taylor Swift's We Are Never Getting Back Together Again.
Okay, on repeat.
So long, Chuckster.
Nice.
Chuckster.
That's it.
That is a little more harsh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is
A
that,
little bit.
Is that a good buffer?
Okay,
All right, you
maybe-
feel a little bit better about yours now.
Maybe mine isn't as mean as yours. I used a lot of sentences she actually used in her letter. So you can compare the two a lot, but I was inspired. Because sometimes when you're breaking up with somebody and you want a clean cut, like you don't need whose accountability, who's at fault here. Make them think you're nuts.
Okay. I like that.
And then they'll leave you alone. So
I've heard this
might be
about-
the best way.
I've heard this about physical fights, that if one's about to break out, if you just start like acting super crazy, tear your shirt off, spit on yourself, slap yourself in the face, people are going to think you're so crazy. They're like, I don't want any part of this.
Right?
And they'll back off the fight.
Tasmanian devil. All right. And then she signed her letter sent from a soon-to-be single lady, winky face. So I wanted to keep that part too. All right. Hi, Chuckster.
Oh, you guys both use Chuckster.
Chuckster!
I think we've made the best memories and we have the greatest love story. That's from her original letter. Best memories and have the greatest love story. We're classic, on par with The Notebook or Titanic. And like those amazing love stories, we must come to an end. And like those amazing love stories, one or both of us must die. I guess there's this third option where we just break up. That's cool too. I know this movie is too damn long. Where are our credits? Oh, there they are, starring me and you. We did our own stunts in that kitchen scene when we were cursing and throwing knives at each other. And what's that say? Oh, this relationship was filmed on location in hell? No kidding! I definitely noticed. Be honest with yourself. This crap friggin' sucks. Just admit it. We're really not adult enough to have an adult relationship. The issues we have can't be resolved because there has to be two people involved willing to compromise and or grow. You don't seem to want to do that. You're a lost boy from Never Never Land. You never want to grow up. Never, ever, ever. And that makes me Captain Hook. And then I want to kill you every day. Bitter pirate is not a good look for me. I can't do this anymore. And I don't want to communicate with you about it because you suck so much. This is not healthy. We're not healthy. We've gone from rom-com to thriller. We've gone from Pride and Prejudice to snapped on oxygen. And since we're too childish to engage in an adult relationship, we're not going to communicate about it. And I'm going to pass you this letter in a wee little note that's folded into a fun little origami the same way I did in elementary school. For your eyes only. Sent from a soon-to-be single lady, winky face.
Well, I would encourage Kara to just take, pluck from each letter what she loves the most. And I think between all of us, she will come up with the perfect breakup letter for the Chuckster.
I agree. I think if bailing in a way that's positive, but still leaves a little opening, maybe not that harsh, you go with Kristen's.
No, I said at the end, it's over. I hope you find someone who loves you as you are.
That's just going to mean to him like it's over for today.
Oh,
Dobby and I
wow.
are threatening murder.
Yeah.
Murder.
Taking anything from Bert and I's letter and putting it in writing is questionable with the police. Like, you could be liable for things.
Could be used as evidence, is what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay.
The Bert Show.